A tech bro war has broken out day 4 of the Trump administration with little buddy Elon Musk totally undermining and crapping all over Donald Trump's new Stargate initiative, which he said is going to one day cure cancer. It's our new space program supported by Oracle, by Microsoft, by SoftBank, by OpenAI, each allegedly contributing billions and billions of dollars. Not so, says Elon Musk, who hates Sam Altman, who has a lawsuit against him related to ChatGPT and AI. These guys don't have the money. They're never going to accomplish these things. Somebody didn't give the memo to Elon Musk. I'm going to talk about Elon Musk. I'm going to talk about the phony Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, which is now part of the U.S. Digital Services Office, and how it's been shrunk down to size. All on this one hot take. I'm Michael Popak. You're on the MeidasTouch Network and Legal AF. Tech bro war, anybody? Elon Musk just totally cut the legs out from under a giant press conference by Donald Trump in which he announced that Stargate was going to be launched with hundreds of billions of dollars of investment by SoftBank, OpenAI, Oracle, and Microsoft to build AI data centers in order to try to cure things like cancer. All right, sounded good at first blush, except less than 24 hours later, Elon Musk took to the airwaves to say, I have it on very good authority, for instance, that SoftBank doesn't have hundreds of billions of dollars. They only have $10 billion at best on their balance sheet. Now, there is something that Musk left out because he likes to leave out things. He's in a lawsuit with the ChatGPT OpenAI founder, Sam Altman, who he has said, I don't trust. He's suing ChatGPT mainly because he didn't invent it. He's suing ChatGPT because he says that it was supposed to be open source for all of the public, but that somehow that they're using certain features only for the paid version of ChatGPT. You know, a very technical lawsuit, but that just shows you there's no love lost between Altman and Musk. And of course, where was Musk on the announcement of Stargate? I mean, you've got somebody who he considers to be himself, self-professed, the technology and chief of the United States, Elon Musk. And yet he's not part of Stargate. Already my spider senses were tingling. Like he's not, the tech guy is not going to be in on the biggest announcement of some sort of a modern age space program and then takes to the airwaves to undercut it. It was so bad that Carolyn Levitt, who's that press secretary for Donald Trump, who's already over her skis, let's just put it that way. I heard her announce, I thought I was watching North Korea TV. I heard her announce that in one day, with those 200 executive orders, most of them unconstitutional and illegal, that Donald Trump accomplished more in one day than Joe Biden in 4 years. She's going to be in for a rude awakening when she reads the history books and goes into the Biden presidential library. But let's leave that for a minute and all of that sort of propaganda that would be at home on Russia or North Korean television. She had to come out and say, well, you should believe those Stargate principals and stakeholders and President Trump. You should believe them and not Elon Musk. Now, let me switch gears for a minute and tell you what we're watching is the incredible shrinking of Elon Musk. Sure, he's running around trying to act like he's involved with everything. Like, I was in the room when Donald Trump signed the pardon for Ross Ulbricht. Good for you. You mean the guy that sold coke and heroin and other illicit drugs in exchange for Bitcoin on the Silk Road dark web website and went to jail for life plus 40 years and had his appeal denied by the United States Supreme Court? You're proud of the fact you were in the room during that signing? But he's just doing that to show proximity, right? This is why I want my office right next to Donald Trump so I can show my real estate is really, really important. That's sort of Musk, right? That's what he's left with. Because remember that DOGE thing? Sorry to talk about it that way. Remember that Department of Government Efficiency, which is neither say it with me, a department nor a government or in the government? It's now sort of in the government, but by bringing it into the government to try to avoid some lawsuits, Donald Trump actually cut the legs out from under the entire DOGE because now he just changed the name of the United States Digital Service. the United States Digital Service. That sounds like the post office, but if you go on their website, which I don't know why it's still up, but there still is a website for the USDS, even though Donald Trump, by executive order, just changed its name to the U.S. DOGE service. Complete non sequitur and nonsensical thing. This episode of Legal AF is brought to you by Wild Grain. Wild Grain is the first baked from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, pastries, and pastas. Wild Grain's boxes are fully customizable to your taste and dietary restrictions. In addition to their classic variety box, they recently launched a new gluten-free box and a plant-based box that is 100% vegan. Best of all, they take the hassle out of baking, since all items bake from frozen in 25 minutes or less with no mess or cleanup. Look, I fell in love with Wild Grain's dark chocolate-filled croissants. I mean, wow. Are you ready to bring all your favorite carbs right to your doorstep? Be sure to check out Wild Grain so you can begin building your own box of artisanal breads, pastas, and pastries. For a limited time, Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off your first box, plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/legalaf to start your subscription. You heard me. Free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/legalaf. That's wildgrain.com/legalaf. Or you can use promo code legalaf at checkout. What the United States Digital Service does, and apparently it was what DOGE is going to do now, is using design and technology to deliver better services for the American people. Here's what it says on the website that's still up right now. We're solving big problems. Millions of people use federal government services every day. Too often, outdated tools and complex systems make these interactions cumbersome and frustrating. To improve these services, USDS, now U.S. DOGE Services, hires mission-driven professionals into term-limited tours of civic service. By working along civil servants, they help address some of the most critical needs, delivering a better government experience. That's what Musk is now in charge of? He's now the website master for the United States. I was worried about DOGE. Oh, they're going to cut $3 trillion, meaning entitlements, meaning Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and everything else, right? Now, Donald Trump, because he couldn't figure out where to put them, he just said, what do we got? Get U.S. U.S. DOGE service. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's what you're going to do, Musk. Vivek Ramaswamy saw this coming, the other co-founder of DOGE, that he hightailed it out of there like he was double parked at a fire hydrant and went off to Ohio to try to run for the governor before the inauguration. That's why you don't see him like floating around the inauguration. Oh, gotta go. It's gotta go. So now it's just Elon Musk, who's now been put on his own island by Donald Trump. How do you think this is going over in Trump's mind and in his inner circle, inner circle? That Musk cut the legs out immediately under Stargate. You think Donald Trump authorized him to do that? You think he wanted him to do that? You think he knew he was going to do that? Donald Trump announces a $500 billion AI project to change your life, right? The new infrastructure project for Donald Trump. And within minutes, Elon Musk, his little buddy, decides to say it's all a charade. They don't have the money. And that led the other guys step forward, like the Microsoft guy, I've got my 80 billion. Oracle's like, I got mine. But, SoftBank made promises the last Trump administration that never came true. It's easy to have a press conference and announce some big project. Donald Trump did that before. Infrastructure. He didn't do any of the infrastructure that he announced. Biden did all the infrastructure and all the long-term investment in our American culture. So I love this story for so many reasons. One, it shows you that Musk is hurtling out of the orbit of Donald Trump already, which is great because it takes away all of his power. I mean, I did a lot of hot takes in the beginning, like, I don't know. I don't think Trump's going to be doing a darn thing during the presidency because I think he's going to be playing golf and domestic affairs are going to be RFK Jr. and everything else is going to be Elon Musk, including regulatory. I'm not so sure. In fact, I am sure, given the fact that Donald Trump has put him at the kids' table with the U.S. Digital Service, now DOGE Service, which, like I said, is about websites. I mean, the first thing that DOGE announced, Elon Musk announced is, hey, you know that pesky diversity, equity, and inclusion office? I got rid of its website. That's his new superpower. He can get rid of websites. All right. So I'm going to continue to follow this tech bro war that's going to drag Donald Trump under here on the MeidasTouch Network and on Legal AF. Follow me on all things Legal AF, right? At the intersection of law and politics, here on the MeidasTouch Network, over on Legal AF, the YouTube channel, and a brand new show. I'm doing a new podcast called Popak Live on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on this YouTube channel, and then we're going to get it set up on audio podcast platforms as well. So until my next Legal AF contribution, I'm Michael Popak. In collaboration with the MeidasTouch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories, the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.